Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your 2023 year in review. I apologize it's taken me this long to get to it. Things just kept coming up, then I fell down the steps. Just been one thing after another, but here we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the year into winter, spring, summer, and fall. But then we are going to read the whole spread together, just the way that I read. Many of you know I connect to my guides when I read, who then connect to your guide. So, sometimes you mysteriously find yourself on these type of readings. You're not sure why. Trust your intuition. Trust your spirit guides. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the Gilded Tarot to do any clarifying that needs to happen. We're going to use two different decks because really what I want to look for is synchronicities. That's the main thing I'm looking for, synchronicity. So we're going to use the Tarot of Dreams, but we're going to start with the Good Tarot. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and give them a shuffle or two. Everything is always pre-shuffled before I begin. I spend probably 15 minutes just thinking about you, closing my eyes, letting any messages come to me. Let's go ahead and give them a cut. Get them in order. Alright. Let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to bring the lid down a little bit. And, well, we start right off the bat with an ace. Ace of Swords. To me, the Ace of Swords talks about truth. Talks about honesty. It talks about communication. It is also my yes card. When I'm doing... I used to do them a lot where I would do yes or no live readings. And one of the things I would look for is the Ace of Swords as my yes card. So... some of you may have come with a question. That may be your answer. Let's keep going. We have the Queen of Cups. So this could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But let's talk about the Queen of Cups. So this is someone who usually, in the upright, pretty loving, pretty nurturing. It's just like their natural instinct is to nurture. In the upright. And remember, we all have, the light and dark within us. But this is also someone who really appreciates relationships. I prefer to, I like having that special person versus dating, that type of thing. We have the Page of Pentacles. And... we have the Strength card. Card of Leo. This is a card of self, though. This is about learning to tame the beasts within ourselves, and because it's mirrored by the Ace of Swords, it can certainly talk about your thoughts, your communication. I have a feeling it may be more than... I have a feeling it's your thoughts. And I'm saying that because I'm looking at this queen and I'm being drawn to... her eyes being closed, and I feel like she's going within, and that's exactly what the Strength card would ask of you. Anytime you see an 8, think of self, but also think about a new beginning, because that's really what 8 represents: infinity. As above, so below. As above, so below. So, it really is the ability to overcome anything that this world can throw at you, even if you feel like you can't. And trust me, I know exactly that energy. But then you have the Page of Pentacles before that. So it's not just about overcoming the energy, it's understanding the energy. It's learning from it. It's learning self. It's learning from myself, about myself. My actions, my reactions, anything that may hold you down. This is about allowing yourself to be free. Okay, let's look at the bottom of this deck. Well, Okay, well, we have the Ten of Pentacles. However, 2 cards did not want to come up, so I'm going to take them. We have Justice, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles. First of all, Justice is a card of Libra. Some of you may relate to that. I don't know if I said Strength card is a card of Leo. I feel like this is about, with the 8 of Pentacles, another 8, well, the 8 of Pentacles is really about where you put your focus on. Wherever I put my focus is what I'm going to grow. And I'm leaving this as a little side message. Some of you, you may have recently cut ties with someone. Maybe it was karmic. And if that's the case, you had the opportunity to learn from that. Some of you maybe, you cut ties and now you have to, how do I want to say this, like, I don't want to say take care of yourself, because I feel like you've been taking care of yourself. But maybe you're finding a new avenue as it relates to your pentacles. This is a very creative type energy. And it is about self, right? It's about, if I focus on it, I'm going to grow it. But you're the benefactor of that. So we're going to put these up here. And then we're going to bring in the Tarot of Dreams. I have a feeling someone may be thinking of someone. Maybe thinking of reaching out. Doesn't have to be love. Could just be friendship. I feel like someone's been... it's almost like when I close my eyes, I think of someone. Alright, but ultimately we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So I feel like Ten of Pentacles, that's a house of abundance. And we see the Eight of Pentacles over here. Some of you may just be beginning in something new. You've been on a learning, what do I want to say? I want to say a learning course, but, a learning period. You've been gaining knowledge over yourself, but also over the world. The Page of Pentacles is really building up one's pentacles, but it's coming from one's own wisdom, one's own experiences. So some of you, again, you may just be at the beginning stage, but the Ten of Pentacles is a very good sign of where it could go. Of course, the Eight of Pentacles says if you focus upon it, it will take your focus, but the abundance is here. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. So right off the bat, we're moving from that Ace of Swords into action, into movement. So whether that's you reaching out to someone or someone reaching out to you, we have the Three of Swords. Interesting. Coming under this Queen. That talks about heartbreak. Look at this. We have the Eight of Wands. So far you have 3 eights. So, some of you, I feel like you may have been through, like self-empowerment. Trying to come back to yourself again. Wanting to build a better life. And, it starts with you. That's what I'm really feeling like. It starts with you. Eight of Wands, what I think about, I bring about. It's also fast-moving energy. It can be so fast-moving that it can feel somewhat chaotic. And then we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Four Cups. Well, the Four of Cups, first and foremost, because it's mirroring this Knight of Swords. So maybe someone's making communication towards you. And when that communication comes in, the Four of Cups would be like, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to move into it. But also the Four of Cups is really about not being proactive in one's life, and it's your choice, right? It's your choice. But it's coming under the Strength card, and it's funny because he's looking right up to the Strength card. This could be someone who, could have hurt you in the past. Could be both ways. I don't always put the blame on another. It could be both ways. But this queen seems to be almost like meditating. Maybe she's healing it. Maybe she's healing her heart, her emotional side. And again, when we do a reading, I feel like you're all people, unless, we feel it differently. So just because you're fire doesn't mean that you can't also be this queen, right? So this is a queen who maybe is trying to come back to her emotional, find emotional stability after the pain. I definitely feel like this queen has the ability to clear that prior heartache. And I feel like that's what she's actively been working on. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Wow, with the Knight of Pentacles. Quite beautiful. Knight of Pentacles to me, and it's coming under the Ten of Pentacles, which is fantastic. Knight of Pentacles is, to me, like a guardian angel type energy who is bringing in a pentacle. This pentacle is to enhance your life, to make your life better, to expand your life. This knight is a slow moving knight I can't control. Well, I shouldn't say that, because maybe if I'm able to let go of the past or forgive or whatever it may mean for you, then maybe that is the right time for this knight to come in. We don't even have to really think about it. It just comes in at the right time, and that just, to me, it just means, if I bring in this pentacle, I don't want it wasted. I want you to be able to expand your world with it. And that's why sometimes patience is required, right? Maybe if I'm carrying this Three of Swords, listen, there may be communication coming in and it has nothing to do with this Three of Swords. This Three of Swords can be old energy. But again, I feel like the Queen is learning from it and overcoming it. I definitely feel you're overcoming it. And then we have patience with this knight, right? But then we have very fast movement with the Eight of Wands. So maybe as soon as I learn and understand it, this knight will show. You have two knights side by side. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. And let's go over this. I have to say, some of you, you may be getting a job offer. It could be like a dream job. Some of you are creating, you're beginning a business, and as long as you focus on it, I feel like you're going to be successful, but it will take your focus. We can't lie to ourselves. All right, first of all, let me bring these down a little bit. Give ourselves some more room. Okay. Start at the beginning. So I'm looking at the Ace of Swords with the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. Well, that would represent you, right? Sagittarius. Can be another Sagittarius. Aries, Leo. We do have Leo right here. Sometimes, like in readings you'll hear, oh, people are going to contact you. But sometimes don't be afraid to be the one who reaches out. Don't be afraid to be the one who reaches out. If that's what, I feel like you're better if there's someone that you've been thinking about, but maybe you haven't heard from them, or maybe it's just someone, you know, from your past. Doesn't even have to mean you had a relationship with them. And all of a sudden you just start thinking about them, right? They start coming to your mind. Don't be afraid to be the one to like find them, like on social media, and then reach out. I think I would rather have a rejection than wondering. You know what I mean? Because of the wondering seems like that would go on forever. And taking a chance, and that's what the Queen of Wands would do, right? She moves according to her desires, her passions, and she takes action. So I'm not saying that all of you should reach out. Some of you, I feel like someone's going to reach out to you, but I'm just saying, don't be afraid to be the one. You never know. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands coming over the Page of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to stop for a second, because in the Six of Pentacles coming over this Queen, actually it's really connecting these two queens. So this could be two parts of yourself, or it could be two separate queens. But I kind of feel like it may be two parts of yourself. Six of Pentacles, you know, it's a very loving and charitable type energy. But in that energy, because it's facing that Ten of Wands, it could talk about, you know, that I've been the one who am like, I've just been giving and giving and giving and giving, and I don't want to do that anymore. You know, some of you, this could talk about over here, like maybe you've gone through a recent divorce or a separation or cutting of ties, and now someone else may, like, all of a sudden, remember, because you're guardian angels here, so whatever about to happen feels like it's through divine energy. So anyways, I feel like this Queen has come to the realization that maybe I give myself away too easily without receiving back. She's learning. That's what she's doing. She's in a learning stage. And because I give and give and give, the Ten of Wands, all the weight seems to fall on my shoulders. All the responsibility had fallen on my shoulders. I feel like this Queen gets it now, right? She gets it now. Like, you know, equal give and take. It really is learning the fine art of give and take. I'm not giving only so I can receive back. I'm giving from my heart, coming over the Queen of Cups. But now I also have the wisdom to understand that if it ends up where everything lands on my shoulders, well, that's not fair, right? And I don't feel like that's even how you'd want to live. So I feel like that's why justice is here, because I feel like some of you understood that. You know, Ten of Wands to me, it's almost like too much, right? It becomes too much. But I'm the one who does have to end it. I'm the one who has to have that realization. And that may be part of what the Strength card is talking about. You know, it's not saying close your heart. It's just saying know who you're giving to. Know if it's equal. Know if they're on the same vibration, right? If they're not, you'll feel it. Almost like, you know, most of my life I've been attracted to bad boys or bad girls, but it's gotten me nothing but heartache. Now that I understand that, I'm going to start manifesting something different. Some of you, I feel like because of your life experiences, you now have the ability to use those experiences in creating let's just say a business for yourself. Some of you, it may be right out of your home. King of Wands. Interesting. King of Wands is marrying the Queen of Wands. How interesting. Well, first of all, this is two people who are vibrating on the same level. And that's what you're looking for. You know, this King of Wands may have had to overcome his own challenges, inner challenges. Has he? Well, I think so. I think so. But let's keep going. And let's see if that is who is about to communicate with us. We have the Tower. Interesting. Look at this. But then we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. First of all, you have 3 knights now. And knights are, you know, their job is to bring something to you. You know, it's ordered from the king or the queen. And they're going to complete their mission. I mean, they're going to complete their mission. So this knight is about an unexpected cup of fulfillment. Unexpected. I can't really plan for it. The Knight of Pentacles tells me, though, it'll come at the right time. It comes at exactly the right time. It's coming over the 3 of Swords, though, connected to this Queen. Followed the Tower behind it. I have a feeling that these two were in a previous relationship. And I have a feeling a Tower did happen. But in the same breath, I do feel like both have learned. Now, I'm not telling you to take anybody back that you don't want to take back. And listen, this can even be past lives, you know, because, you know, when I connect to my guides, like sometimes we go to past lives. Sometimes we do bring karma forward with us because we haven't, you know, we didn't pay it back then. So we got to pay it in this life. Or if we don't, it'll follow us to our next. So let's just pay it back. So, what was the lesson between this Queen and King? I feel like the lesson was equal give and take. Equal give and take. Whoa. Alright, well, with the 5 of Cups, it landed on my lap, but it was face up. That's why I'm taking it first. 5 of Cups. Interesting. I'm saying interesting because this is normally, well, first of all, it's a 5, right? So it speaks of change. What kind of change is it asking from you? Well, in this energy, this is where I'm focusing on all I have lost. Not what's yet to be gained, but all that I have lost. You know, it can move into the energy of woe is me, only because the 4 of Cups is also there. You know, I don't know if this is the person that maybe you just cut ties with, or if this is someone from back in the day. I do know that the Tower had happened. You know, that just means that something broke these two up. But the 5 of Cups, as soon as this person realizes that I can't keep my focus on what I have lost, I got to start thinking about what can be. They turn around and there's 2 cups waiting for them. 2 cups. To me, that represents soulmate energy. Following the Knight of Cups, unexpected love, an unexpected offer of love, an unexpected date. We have the Page of Pentacles again. So, that kind of, to me, clarifies what I was thinking. That not just one of these people had been in a learning stage, but both have. Both have been in a probably the last chapter, let's say. Maybe been in a reflective stage, but really gaining a lot of ground, I feel like. I don't know why I feel like saying that, but I feel like I've gained so much ground. And that can just mean that I myself have evolved so much from what I was to who I am. But I do feel like it's for both the king and the queen. I feel like they're kind of sharing that energy. It's interesting because how I said over here, like all of a sudden someone comes to your mind, or you start thinking about someone just out of the blue, and I have a feeling they're thinking about you out of the blue. But there's movement here. So there's definitely movement. Somehow this is going to connect. Now, whether I say yes or no is up to you. But I definitely feel like in some way communication's coming forward. All right, let's see what else we have. We have the wheel, destiny. Listen, I feel like sometimes these towers, we fear them so much, right? Because they feel like destruction, but they don't have to be that bad. A tower, especially this one, because this one's made out of gold. This one can take a lot, right? It's been hit. It's hit by lightning, but it's still standing. It's all based on the foundation. Like if my foundation is strong, it's really hard to knock my tower over. I know that now. I've learned that now. So even that lesson has been part of your destiny, right? Because it's teaching you. And Earth is our classroom. Well, hello, Ace of Wands. It's funny because it's coming under the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands is very passionate type energy. Again, it's like thinking of someone, but I feel like in a much more passionate way than I thought that you were. This is about action. This ace you do need to reach out and grab. We have the Six of Swords. I like seeing the Six of Swords right where it's falling under that Five of Cups. You know why? Listen, some of you may have been connected to someone recently and things didn't work out, and it may have, made you down, made you sad, made it hard to get proactive in your own life again. Some of you, it moved you into your creative house, and that's a good thing because you have the ability to really have a house of abundance here, and your guardian angel wants that for you also. But the Six of Swords is moving you out of that woe is me type of energy into, I feel like, let's take a chance. We have the Seven of Pentacles, what's meant to be. Interesting that Seven of Pentacles, as I lay it down right now, it's mirroring the wheel. What's meant to be, destiny, both. Seven of Pentacles is a lesson in patience, though, as is the Knight of Pentacles. Patience. Interesting, though, the Eight of Wands is coming right before that. But again, I feel like that Eight of Wands is like what I think about, I bring about. And if it's in the form of a person, I feel like it's coming about. If it's in the form of your career or your pentacles, I feel like that can come about. All of that can come about. Listen, some of you are starting brand new chapters. And, I feel like carrying the hurt and the anger of the past will only dampen this next chapter. So the Strength card gives you the ability to really look at it. The Page of Pentacles gives you the ability to learn from that. The Six of Swords gives you the ability to then let it go. The Emperor. Dun 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 dun. Can be, well, it's a card of Aries. Can be employment also. And then we have the Page of Swords. You know, I also feel like this is talking about, let's just put Aries aside for a second, because I feel like this is also talking about the person, the Emperor. Someone who has had many experiences in life, and probably a lot that were not easy, but has learned, right? The Emperor becomes the leader of the people. Why? Because I've walked I've walked where you're going. I can help you. I can help expand your world. The Emperor is someone that we look up to. And he's connected to the Page of Swords. So, I feel like it's giving us a clue. Now, it can be an Aries for sure. But I feel like more it's talking about a growth. You know, the growth that someone's had. I also feel like for some of you, this could be great energy of collaboration. Listen, it can be love and collaboration. Okay, there's a couple things I want to look at before I let you go. I want to, what do I want to look at? I want to look at this Knight of Cups. We have the Two Swords, and then look at this, we have the Strength card again. So the Two Swords, I would consider a block. And the block is because I'm wearing a blindfold. There's something I don't want to see, something I don't want to face. You know what I mean? Something that does need dealt with. And a lot of times, well, it's next to the Strength card. It's within. It's within. So, ripping off that blindfold. Allowing yourself to take or have an adventure. You know, this feels very adventuresome. And allowing yourself to have that adventure. You know, I feel like if there's any fear, then you take it slow. Step by step by step. If, you know, it's always up to you. I'm not telling you to do anything you don't want to do. But for those who do, this Two Swords is important to look at. Because that could be the one issue. I feel like that is why the Four of Cups would be here. You know, inactivity in my own life. Rip off that blindfold. You can, because the Strength card says you can. And we're looking right at this Knight. And then I also feel, for some of you, it's like, okay, I was with someone, I put all the weight of the relationship on my shoulders, or if it can be relating to a job too, right? I put everything on my shoulders, everything on my back. I had to see that. I had to learn from that. I had to take off the blindfold. And I feel like, you know, it's like once you do, and I do feel like there may have been a period of time between what's coming in and the energy that you have healed. The Strength card tells me you have the ability to heal the inner you, the inner child. You know, what has been broken, what has been hurt, the overcoming of that. Now listen, you may not be completely in the healing yet, or completely healed, let's say, and then boom, communication comes in. Interesting that I feel like two people are just thinking of each other like kind of out of the blue. All right, still not ready to go. Let's look at the Tower, because it is connected to the Wheel. And, you know, that just tells me the lessons of the Tower are part of what you're here to learn in this lifetime. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to look at this King of Wands up here real quick. We have the Sun. Well, it's a ruler of Leo, first of all. The King of Wands is coming over, a Leo energy, the Strength card. But what I really wanted to see, what I was asking myself, is this king coming in the light? Is this king someone that can be relied upon? Or is this king someone's going to break my heart? Well, the sun comes out. I feel like when the sun comes out, there's nothing to fear. There's nowhere for the shadow to hide. Everything is illuminated to you. And I also feel like, even though I feel like you have gone through like quite a difficult time, I don't feel like this tower is like the current energy. I feel like this tower happened between this queen and king before. But I feel like each of them has learned from it, and each of them has grown from it. The sun. Anytime the sun comes out in a reading, it's beautiful. It's beautiful energy. It allows you to get back into that inner child living. That means unencumbered. That's your natural energy, first of all. You don't normally live from the energy of fear, but love gone wrong, or, even like being screwed over at work. Yes, I can see that it takes a moment to overcome that. We've all had to. But anyways, back to this king, because that is what I want to look at. Is this king someone that is coming in the light? Is this king someone that I can trust? I'm saying king, can be a queen. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. We have a lot of Leo on the board. I just realized that a lot of Leo. But you also have water. It's funny because it's like strength and water. Strength and water. The overcoming and then the beginning. Some of you, your experiences have led you to even a new career, a new outlet for yourself, and you just so happen to have the ability to make it very successful. So it's not just about love, it's also about your pentacles and your creative house. I feel like I just want to take a couple cards right across the middle. There's something that I'm looking for. Oh, and I just want to see if it comes out without even saying it. Well, hello, Ten of Cups. I wasn't looking for that, but I'll take it. House of Harmony. House of Abundance. House of Harmony. Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is a queen. Let me, because I feel like this is more about this queen's energy. This is a queen who would say to someone who potentially wants to be in a relationship with her, if you want to be with me, you must speak truth. No lies. You must come to me with honesty, loyalty, and integrity. It's a requirement. It's a requirement for this queen. And I don't mean that in a like I'm saying it in a mean way. No, it's just what I expect. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So we have the Five of Pentacles, much like the Tower. It's kind of mirroring the Tower, actually. Five of Pentacles is that energy of kind of feeling thrown out into the cold. This is past energy. I can feel this past energy, and I feel like something happened due to lower type vibration, a lower vibration. And it can sometimes, it's just simply, I have not grown yet, right? Like we fall in love early, but we don't have the reasoning skills yet. That type of thing. Now, not always, But I kind of feel that, like there was a lower type energy or lower vibrational energy that could have split two people up. Now, I feel like they have completely grown from that. I feel like that is completely the past. And this is about moving on from that if you can allow yourself, which I hope you can. All right, I don't like ever leaving a reading with a difficult card, so we're not going to do it. Look at that, the Hermit. Wow, I want to call you the wise one now. You know, this is definitely going through the dark night of the soul. And that's kind of what the Tower is, right? Like, dark night of the soul coming next to the Five of Pentacles would make sense because it's somewhat out of it. Well, it's pretty much out of my control. But I have to tell you, in the Five of Pentacles energy, as long as I don't, you know, it's okay to feel sorry for yourself for a while, right? But I don't want to get stuck in that energy because it's a 5. I feel like when this person moves out of that energy, they move towards soulmate energy, not just love, but in life, like friends, like new friends that I meet that I feel like I've known all my life, new opportunities open up that just fits like a glove, and sometimes love. This Hermit is mirroring the Ten of Cups. He is shining his beacon out, his beacon of light out into the world. I feel like I have to follow that. Oh my gosh, look at that. The Marriage card. Something told me to follow that. The Marriage card. This is the love card. This, to me, is the most important love card because it all starts with these two. Right? Maybe we're creating a family. Maybe you already have a family and we split. Whatever the case, it starts with these two. The energy in here is about two people who, once they're together, they couldn't imagine not being together any longer. Now, I know for some of you this is someone of the past and you were together. But I feel like the maturity level wasn't there for some reason. Now I feel like it's here. So the Marriage card or the Commitment card. Everyone in this energy wants to be in this energy. I feel like this is about two people who have become wise beyond their years. And I do feel like it's taken time. But I feel like the potential. I mean, first of all, Four of Wands mirroring the Ten of Cups. Hello. Some of you, this could be someone that you're starting a family with, or it could even be a blended family. Oh, we have one more card. Look at that. Temperance. Your card. Divine timing. All in its right time. I often feel Temperance is mixing the perfect recipe together. A little bit of love, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So when it's ready to come to fruition, I don't want to say it's perfect because we're human, right? And though we are spiritual beings, Temperance, divine love, divine timing, and in this I can trust. Temperance does ask you to let go of control over the things that you cannot control. There's no sense in holding on to that. This feels quite divine, I have to say, because I feel like everything is being guided. Like all of a sudden I start thinking about someone, they start thinking about me. After all this hardship, and listen, the hardship I feel is separate. I feel like, yes, they had hardship at one time, but I feel like that was then, and I feel like maybe they broke up and they got married, and then they had hardship there. So maybe two people who just recently found themselves single again. And now divine is really working in your favor. Knight of Pentacles. I can trust this Knight will come in at the right time. The Knight of Cups, this is unexpected. And I feel like it's unexpected because, again, like, I just start thinking of someone. Like, why are you on my mind? And then someone having the guts to reach out. And I feel like once they reach out, I feel like a simple conversation, I shouldn't say simple, maybe it's a complicated conversation, but I feel like all through words and through communication, I do feel like all can be cleared. And once that is cleared, baby, I feel like the world is your oyster. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. I mean, the Four of Wands mirrored by the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, the energy, the Temperance coming out last. You know, your card is directly connecting you to this. Now, sometimes, again, you got to be the one who reaches out. But I feel like if this is I feel like if you do, I feel like it's received well. But let's say it's not. Well, at least now I know. But I think it would be. But some of you are like, I'm not going to do that, Sandy. I'm not going to reach out. Well, that's okay. That's okay, because I feel like they will. They will. Now, this doesn't have to be someone from my past. I just want to make that clear. This could be like, because I do feel like this is talking about, as it relates to love, soulmate energy, especially with the Four of Wands mirroring the Ten of Cups. And Temperance, right? Why would Divine even care about my love life? Well, because this is what Divine really wants for you. This is what your soul really wants for you. But it's taken time. It's taken challenges for you to overcome. And you know, I feel like you only became stronger and stronger and stronger. It may have taken a moment, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, because again, this Knight of Pentacles, it's going to show up in the right time. Temperance says, let go of control of exactly how something must look, be, act. And instead, just pay attention to the energy. Allow yourself to live from the inner child. Where'd the sun go? The inner child. Some of you may even recently move back home or back to a place where you have happy memories of, and lo and behold, oh my God, there's my old boyfriend from high school. You know what I mean? It's unexpected. I loved it, Sagittarius. I'm going to leave it there. It's funny because I didn't really even break down the months. It went right into the whole spread. But it kind of makes sense. Well, it does make sense to me. But this is Destiny. And Divine. I love you guys. I thank you. I can't wait to hear your comments. I say that all the time, but I truly, truly mean it. Some of you, I feel like you already have begun to experience this. Some of you are like, you have that person on your mind, or they're on your mind. Yeah, well, I feel like it's both ways. You probably don't know that. They probably don't know that you're thinking of them and you're thinking, but it feels all like, it's like the law of attraction is what it feels like to me. The sun is out. There's no shadows. There's nothing to fear. And if you fear, just take baby steps, step by step by step. Listen, somebody may just come out and say, let's go on a date. I would say go. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.